Welcome back everybody to our latest KVK video, and starting this one off we have got some Gryphon rally trap action and we are going to see this bad boy burn. But first we are going to see some successful defenses, hopefully. So I'm in kingdom 815 and we got matched with two other quite weak kingdoms as well. And this guy looks really weak, but he is, I think, quite high might, so I'm going to treat him with respect. His gear does look really newbie, but it could be fake gear. So as this rally marches, I'm getting ready to hit the homeward bind. Obviously, I've hidden T4 in garrisons and reinforcements, making myself look like a juicy rally trap target. As you see there, I didn't bother switching into gear for him, because I didn't really think he would be strong enough, and I was right, he certainly wasn't. So I took that in research gear. I did pull the troops home. I did, of course, counter him. He sent a cav rally, but yeah, no problem at all on that one. And now, hopefully, I was really thinking maybe he'd go again, but he didn't. Obviously, he knew I was online because I put up an anti-scout. But a really beautiful cap, a nice little rally to start the day. Didn't quite get to 2 mil, so I didn't make it onto the news. But a beautiful hit from that noodle, and I did execute him to get an auto boost. And then I set up again, and this man, Brian, came along. He looked pretty excited, 441 mil. And of course, it is the very same scenario. I've got some T4 hidden. I am looking like a snack of a rally target. So much that little old Brian, the lemon, has come along, and he's going to be leading his guild, hopefully into death now. It is a range rally. I'm just going to make sure I swap into Inf Wedge. Again, I'm not even going to bother swapping into war gear. On that one, I didn't pull the troops home either because he was an absolute noodle. So I won't even need to put on an anti-scout. So that's really nice, and now I'm really hoping that they might go again. Look at that for a noodle hit, 236k wounded. And you can see there, I only had 132k T4 imp because I didn't hit the Gryphon. I didn't pull my troops home because he was too weak. So hopefully this next guy will be equally as weak, but on this one he does look a little bit stronger. I am going to treat him with a little bit more respect. I'm going to pull the troops home at least. I'm not sure I'll bother swapping gear, but let's have a look how this one goes. So just as the coalitions march in, hit the homeward bind. They do speed it up a little bit. I see what it is. So I do actually go to switch into gear. I do switch in gear for this one, and I do counter as well. So back into the research gear, and I should have gone back into monster hunt, but never mind. And there we go, another lemon capped with only 42k reds. I didn't heal my beds, otherwise I wouldn't have taken any, but not too bad. He didn't have too good familiars, no pack 5 or anything, so it was a relatively easy rally, pretty much pure cav as well. No sprinkles or anything cute like that, just 42k wounded, and we are all looking good. And at this point you're wondering, how did I ever end up getting burnt? Well, the thing is, I was playing a game offline, and this was me taking a rally offline, infantry formation with some of my troops hidden in monster gear. I got countered and I did cap the rally, but as you can see, I've taken some big losses to my infantry T2. So now I'm really in trouble if somebody sends a range rally. I can probably try and go range on range, but if any of them have got good enough gear, it could be really painful. And this guy does actually look quite a lot stronger. He had some good fate gear on. He did have me fooled for a while. I thought he was a bit of a noob, and then I saw the mythic Saberfang, and I thought, okay, this guy's going to be a little bit more serious. So in he comes. It is a cav rally, and I was in range. I just wish I swapped gear, because had I have swapped gear, he wouldn't have got that little walk back there. As you can see, he goes walking on home, and this is going to cause me problems now because he knows I'm online because I countered that rally and I got countered by the first one. So now I should have really anticipated that he was going to send range, knowing that I don't have enough imp to counter, but I certainly would have tried anyway. I'm in range wedge. I've got quite a lot of troops left, only one march hidden, so I'll pull that home anyway. And what I wish I did here was switch straight into gear and then be ready to counter, but I just sat there ready for it. I was pretty adamant. I was happy to take it in range wedge. I mess up with the gear swap, finally get it down there, and I'm burning. They came in with a range rally and I took it range on range, and even worse, I took it range on cab a little bit as well because I took it in range wedge. I actually think if I took it in range formation and just left it all on the range, it probably would have been okay, but this guy had a maxed out Blackwing, he had pretty good familiars to go alongside it as well, and his gear was really nice, so shout out to this guy. He only just gets a 5k walkback. I'm really sad, boy, I didn't cap it. Maybe even just an attack boost would have made the difference there. But what a beautiful gear set, and a big shout out to True Immortal. He did recognise me as well, and there was no bad feelings. He was quite impressed that I managed to almost cap that first one in Monster Hunt gear. But yeah, beautiful performance from the Gryphon rally trap, and I'm not too upset about losing those troops. And I'm thinking maybe even with that comp I can still capture some noodles, so we might have a little go at that. But 139 mil solo score. I did just join this random little guild, and we managed to get 210 mil. So a big shout out to IRI, Impero Guerrero, whoever you are. But awesome little guild. They quite enjoyed watching me try and cap some rallies. And we were minorly successful, down to 290 mil, and I hope you enjoyed that little bit of madness. And when I said that I think I can still cap some noodles with that dodgy troop comp I've got left, I meant it. So the morning after KVK, I did actually set up the Gryphon. This guy has come along, he's seen how little ranged T2 I've got. Obviously I've hidden the remaining T4 as well, so I'm looking like a really juicy rally target, even for this adorable little noodle. And he's now going to come in with a cav rally, and he's already showing me his cav rally. I do believe him as well. I don't think he's trying to do the old swapperoo. I think genuinely he is just not hiding his gear, a little bit inexperienced, and he's seeing a target like this and he can't believe how lucky he's got morning after KVK. But you would think he might recognize me, considering I've changed my name and I was the one that got the #1 solo score in the kingdom. But he hasn't even thought about that at all. So in comes this last march. Hit that home of buying because it's going to come in really quick. It's a cav rally. Get ready to swap into the war gear. Bit naughty, probably didn't even need to, but into the war gear. It hits, back into the research gear. Actually looking like I'm getting a little more experience despite getting absolutely burnt last night. But that was a pretty nice take, and a big shout out to Willie for letting me use this account. Really interesting cab set from this lemon, and I very much hope you've enjoyed. It has been a lot of fun on the Gryphon rally trap, and I'm sure there'll be much more to come in the future, but I am going to let the music play out now. We've got a massive 0 to end the video, and yeah, there will be KVK part 2 coming with lots of solos on the mini lead. Don't forget to get involved with the gem giveaway and all the offers from the Huawei to save those monies. And yeah, very much hope you enjoy, and I will see you very soon.
The stranger's dead, the night is red, his heart is cold, his lungs are blown, the stranger's last breath, the quiet dead, his silence is strong. Strange strangers.